I literally go to the bathroom and Google, is it illegal to kiss in bar? Is kiss in bar a crime?
Oh, Hannah.
I was so scared, but I did it. I Googled it and they said, not if you're being cool. Like, don't like fuck in the bar, obviously.
Oh, got it.
I also think I was just nervous because it was a first date. So I was like,
being nervous doesn't make me invent new laws in my head that are just like nuts.
I have a disorder situation that you wouldn't believe. This is Micah. Oh my God.
Hi, this is Hannah.
Oh my God. I'm sitting with my friend Micah on the couch. Micah, just for the gay people watching, could you tell the people how you identify?
Well, I am a mole, a man of lesbian experience. I am a trans man. I am a he, himbo.
Love.
I'd say.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for coming to my couch. Yay. This is a blasphemous gay comedy podcast. And I have a lot of formerly religious kids on this podcast. And I invited you here because I saw your stand up about being raised Catholic.
Yes, I went to Catholic school for 13 years. My 13 reasons why. Some might say. I went to, first through 8th grade. We're at Holy Cross Parish in the Chicagoland area.
Okay, you're an Illinois boy.
Oh, yes. Illinois boy. I like that. That's fun. So, yes, I did 1st through 8th grade. I went to Bible camp. I led church retreats. At one point in high school, I was going to 2 churches at once. One in Lake Forest. Mm-hmm.
You were moonlighting as a second denomination?
I was drinking the... That's really funny. I don't even know what their denomination was. It was just like a wealthier church. Mm-hmm. Like they had a band, like for
the lights,
like
the sound
youth group. Yes, they had the lead singer. Like definitely did screamo band on the side.
Okay, that's cool as hell.
Yes, it was very hot.
What was
at the time.
There was a Christian screamo band. Do you remember what they were called?
Oh, there were so
Was it
many.
Skrillex or something? Skillet? Is that what it's called?
Oh, I loved Skillet. Oh my God, I loved Skillet.
Did you ever go to a camp where they had fake names?
Oh, did I go to Bible camp? Yeah, I went to Bible camp. I also applied Covenant Harbor in Lake Geneva.
Love.
First time I ever did drag. Bible camp.
Did they call it drag?
They didn't. It was me and Grace Ann.
Grace Ann. Fantastic Christian name.
Also,
is she gay now?
Yep. For sure. Grace Ann, who went to Wesleyan. Yeah, I think. Who studied feminist rhetoric, probably. Yeah, Grace Ann.
Grace Ann on the
Grace
Pondex.
Ann, who I met doing the climbing ropes program. Yeah. I think that's safe to say we're operating with at least a bisexual.
Yeah.
So Grace and I did the talent show together, and we sang, the song "Love," like L is for.
Yes.
So it's a duet, and neither of us would you believe that neither of us wanted to be the girl part? So we're like, okay, well, we'll both be the boy part, but we want to be convincing. So we drew mustaches on each other.
No.
We didn't have to do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we drew mustaches, and then I pinned my hair back. I was always rocking the Paul Revere, the low pony.
Classic.
And so I tucked it. Where I got a bowler cap from is beyond me. But they had one at Bible camp. Yes. And so I'm fully in drag. And they just let that happen.
That's incredible. Mm-hmm. I'm looking back and realizing that I also was kind of doing drag at Bible camp. We called it girls camp, which is also what the Mormons call it, fun fact, but I was not Mormon. And we did reenactments of Bible stories, and we did David and Goliath, and I was Goliath, obviously. They were like, you're the biggest one. You should be Goliath. And I just me and my girls were just dressing up like boys and having a gosh darn good time.
Okay, a couple things here. You went to a Bible camp, they called it girls camp?
Yes.
Okay. And only girls were allowed there?
Yes.
Are they all still girls to your knowledge?
No.
Hey, get some for the team.
We have a couple alum from the church that are now queer, obviously. Yes. But it's like a pretty outwardly homophobic community, but there's a couple of us that have since left and are gay. And my first girls camp crush actually is now a lesbian and found my TikTok and DM'd me and said, hey girl, I had a really big crush on you at girls camp. And we didn't even kiss. We could have kissed.
You could have kissed.
I know.
There's nothing like a summer camp kiss.
No, I don't know. I was just like really locked in on being the best summer camper that I did not have time for kissing.
Did you have climbing things that you like?
Yeah,
you sign up for? Did you have to sign up for a specialty?
No, it was It was really interesting. It was the most fun part of the summer for me because since it was all girls, our dress requirements were out the window. Like we could wear whatever we wanted because all of our modesty rules were for men. So we did like the long skirts and head coverings, like very intense modesty rules. But the summertime was just girls playing outside like boys, like were allowed to for the first time. So it was just like sports, honestly. And it was really fun because we weren't allowed to do that otherwise. I already felt like I was being so bad by like wearing my little knee length Bermuda shorts.
Stop it. Wait, were you allowed to shop at Kohl's? Like
I was shopping at Kohl's, yeah.
You were dropping the Kohl's cash.
My mom was yelling at cashiers when her Kohl's cash expired. Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, I've seen it online. It is so funny the things that are relational, like foundational to all lesbian experiences growing up. Even when like as kids we can't articulate it. And one that I've seen
the green Bermuda shorts.
Yes. It's the green Bermuda shorts, and then I had these like checkered plaid pink ones.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep, and that's what I thought. I was an early adopter. What can I say? I also started rock climbing at a young age, early adopter.
Me too.
I like to think that I started climbing before it was gay.
Do you still climb?
I don't because of doing comedy. It's just like it's something that I would be doing at night, but comedy is at night.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's more like I just work out whenever I can weasel it into my schedule now.
I did it as a young kid, but I don't anymore, but I miss it. It was really fun.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, I'm like wife hunting right now. Like I'm dating and I've been trying to...
Wife hunting and dating is a one-to-one term. Just being like, oh, well, of course. So funny.
Thank you. So I'm trying to like go places where gay people are, and this just reminded me that I need to go to a climbing gym because I think I'll find what I'm looking for.
Yes, carabiners, harnesses, jugs, 2-finger pockets. It's all there. It's all there.
I went to a neon bending studio recently. That's a good place to find gay people as well. There's like 3 different studios in a warehouse. It was woodworking studio, neon bending studio, ceramics studio.
All with the hands.
I know. Lesbians love working with their hands.
They love working with their hands.
That's the kind of joke that I'll say on stage. And like, you ever say a joke that's like straight people laugh at it, but you're like, you can't laugh at it in the way that I'm laughing at it? Sometimes I'll say a lesbian joke and I feel sick because there's men laughing at it. And I'm like, no. You can't. That's not for you.
That's not for you. Yes. It's one thing if it's kind of like a play on words, but it's another when it's like something that is so true and specific to your community. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, can men laugh at me talking about the Bermuda shorts? Is that for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been so interesting to try to find my own, like, to build your own audience is interesting. Like you just did a half hour at the Lincoln Lodge.
Yeah.
And like the most fun shows are when your audience comes to you, right? But until you get to a point where your audience is buying tickets to your shows, you're just doing random bars in the back of rooms for years, and it can be so discouraging to not get laughs at something that you think is funny, or like, I don't even know, it can just be discouraging to not feel like you're connecting with your people. But then when you get to that point where like people are coming to see you on purpose, it's like, oh damn, like I made these jokes for you and you like them because they're for this type of person. Does that make sense?
It does. And it's really interesting. So you've done all your stand-up you've done in Chicago?
Yeah.
Yes. And well, okay, kind of 2 things here. One, I went on the road opening for Rachel Scanlon, who's wonderful,
incredible,
amazing, incredible. I always say it's like if an Animaniac became a real boy. Like I've never seen anyone more animated on stage. Opening, so it's been great to be exposed to that audience. The audiences were a lot of lesbians.
Yeah.
So sometimes I would feel like the man in the lesbian bar. So a lot of like my opening was making people feel comfortable, knowing I'm a man of lesbian experience. I'm an alum, I like to say. But sometimes when you're opening for somebody, especially if it's a later show, like if it's a 9:30 show on a Friday, people are exhausted, they've had work today, they'll stare at you like the one thing between them and the person they paid to see.
Yeah.
Like you are giving safety instructions on a flight that's been waiting on the tarmac
that
for
is
2.5
exactly how it
hours.
feels.
Yeah. They're like, I gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
you know. So it can feel that way. But then the other thing I was gonna say is like, so what kind of, like in Chicago, would you say, do you get to do many shows that are for queer, where like you, like what percentage of shows would you say are like, oh, I'm gonna see a queer audience tonight, and what percentage is like it's gonna be just a ragtag batch of straight people.
I was actually going to talk about this. I had a little note of things I wanted to talk about today. I've been trying to be really intentional about doing more queer shows specifically. I think this is going to take a dark turn if you don't mind.
Yeah.
But I think last year I got stuck in this place where there's this thing that happens when you're a new young comic where older men see you do comedy and they go, I'm going to take you under my wing and I'm going to make you great. And it's creepy. Like their intentions are bad and creepy. And so I ended up doing a lot of shows for like straight male audiences, or I would be token girl or token gay on any lineup. Like for some fucking reason, a lot of shows in Chicago is just like, there's one girl. That's it. The one, you get the girl spot or the gay spot and there's only one, and otherwise it's mostly all white men. Like that's just how it's always been. And so I've made 2 rules for myself this year, which is do more queer lineups and don't do a show with a creep, like someone that has allegations against them. Harder than you might think in Chicago, Illinois, to find people that don't book people like that. But it's been really rewarding and good. I've had a lot more fun doing stand-up in spaces that feel safer for me. I don't know.
No, I mean, that's so great to like have rules for yourself. And I have seen that in Chicago. I've heard female comics in Chicago talk about it. I've been booked on shows where there's only one woman, and I'm like, that's impossible. The funniest people I know are women. Men can be funny too, but
I'll allow it, just not around my kids.
I'll let it happen. But it's just like, you're gonna be funnier if you've had to accommodate your voice and how you are to kind of be safe in specific situations. Yeah. I think you're gonna have a funnier and more thoughtful perspective, because women are thinking about their audience in any situation, whether it's comedy or just a room they're in, like for a meeting or at the grocery store. You're constantly thinking about your surroundings. Yeah. And men, when you hear them do stand-up, sometimes it's like, oh, you've never thought about anyone else in your life.
Exactly. And I think watching stand-up too, like if I were a woman and I bought a ticket to a big like Best of Chicago lineup and there was not a single woman on the lineup, I would be pissed. Most audience members that I see in Chicago are like women that have dragged their husbands to a comedy show, that are going on a date. And so to not book women feels insane to me. Like half of the people in this audience, at least half, there's lots of like gaggles of drunk girls and like bachelorette parties that come to.
Yes, and they end up at Zanies, and they end up seeing an all-male lineup at 9:30 on a Saturday. How many different perspectives can you get booking 8 white guys on a show?
I know. One of the first comedy shows I ever went to was a few years ago, and I saw Caleb Perrin at Zanies, and I saw Maggie Winters open for him. Incredible. It was like the thing I saw that made me want to do stand-up. It was incredible.
Massive comedy crushes right there.
But I was sitting with a friend that did stand-up at the time, and they like leaned in to talk to me, and they were like, I've never seen this many gay people in a comedy club, and I've never seen this many plus-size people in a comedy club. This is incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about like the lineups dictates the type of people that are in comedy clubs. Like I would never have thought that a comedy club was a space that I could have gone in if I hadn't have bought that ticket to see this person that I enjoyed online already. And so it's just such a big goal I have for myself, is to bring people into comedy clubs that aren't quote supposed to be there, you know, like I want to look out into a comedy club and see people that would have never been there in their lives, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it has been so cool doing shows on the road and seeing people who will come up and say, I've never been to a show before.
Yeah, or like seeing the audience at the Lodge with your show with Sam Rocha the other night. It was like so many trans people in a room, which was so beautiful. And it's like at a club like Zanies, who I love and should book me soon, like you just never see that. Like it's not a safe space for a large group of queer people to meet. So it's just really cool to see you guys building that audience, and I love it. I'm gonna ask what you're starting a cult for.
Ooh, okay. I came here with a few.
Okay.
First one, wearing sunglasses at the club.
Cute. Love.
So I like being able to wear sunglasses at the club because you don't have to make eye contact with people. Obviously that's like intuitive, right? But like you can really you can get lost in the music, and then other people don't have to be like if somebody sees me at the club and I'm not wearing sunglasses and we make eye contact, they're like, who is this person?
Yeah.
Okay. Like how do we, like maybe we know each other, maybe we've seen each other, maybe we've talked. But if they see me at the club wearing sunglasses, they're like, it's not who is this person, it's who is this guy? Do you see how that's different?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like That's the idea of a person. Like, maybe I've seen him in a coffee shop, but I don't have to think about if I've said something weird in front of him before, or if I've seen him online, or what his...
Yeah, your eyes aren't available to him.
Shuddered.
Yeah.
All I am is smile and grooving.
You can only hear and smell in the club. You don't need to see.
You probably shouldn't smell either.
No. Olfactory senses off in the club. Yes. Where are you going to the club?
The Bush.
The Bush?
It's called the Bush. It's a
when I go to New York, can we go?
Bar. Yes, okay. yes. Okay. So the Bush, once a astrological season, hosts an astrology-themed dance night where they play music by people who have that sign, and they get like a flash tattoo artist, and then they do tarot card readings.
I love gay people.
I love gay people. And my favorite part is, so they do that in the beginning, and then around like 11:30 they switch to like reggaeton and like just more like dance club. It's so fun. Yeah. And so I love going to that. And okay, so that's one of them. 2, men in skirts.
Yes.
I'm talking mini skirts.
Mini skirts?
They don't have to be like... we don't need a micro mini if they don't want to, but they could if they feel like it. I think like higher up than the Bermuda shorts we were referring to earlier.
An upper thigh, mid thigh situation.
Okay, couple things here. One, I think if more men wear skirts, they will get pockets.
Yeah.
That's something that
because they're starting everything. We do everything through what they need. So if the men wear skirts and they go, please make me a pocket, of course that'll happen. Wow.
And I think that it could give them more empathy for other skirt wearers in the community. And then they're gonna
say,
like,
I don't like when people touch me on my leg on the train. I should stop doing it too. That'd be beautiful.
That would be beautiful. I think that it might make them work on their calves more. And as someone who is in admiration of the form, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Got it.
Yes.
Oh, so are you doing bi?
Oh, I'm doing bi.
Oh my God.
I'm a practicing bisexual.
You're one of few bisexuals that have joined me here on this couch. This is so exciting.
You've seen the way I've been moving around.
I know. Okay, yeah. You're wiggly, and I should have. You know what? I think my college roommate Avery was another bisexual guest on this couch, and she was my second wiggliest guest, and I feel like this makes a lot of sense.
Oh, you know what? I did have the joke about it. I think I did because I am queer.
Oh yeah, can we talk about the tattoo for the people that are listening?
Yes. So I have a tiny little tattoo that says queer. Like, which I clarify in case you can't see it on the camera, or if you're listening, or if you're gay and can't read. I met this girl at a bar, and I thought we were flirting. We were really hitting it off, and then I went to buy her a drink, and as I go to hand it to her, she goes, "Does that say queef?" Which I say is how I learned that I was flirting, but we were not.
That's such a funny first assumption.
I don't know what would make somebody land on that conclusion.
How's dating going now in New York?
How's dating?
Should I not ask that?
No. It's fun. I don't know if I should. I'm not dating someone right now. Like so it's June. Yes.
It's Pride.
It's Pride. It's proud. And right now what I'm really chasing is like the high of a flirtatious kiss.
Love.
Oh, there's nothing like that. And I don't know if I can talk about it, but I did just kind of I had a very serendipitous night that ended with a kiss.
That's sweet. I love that.
It was someone who we've been following each other for a while on Instagram. It felt like a Cinderella kiss.
No, that's so sweet. So dating in general, you would say / positive experience.
Positive experience. Also a little bit on pause because I have been focused on like prepping for this half hour.
Yeah.
And had a lot of shows on the road opening for Rachel. So I was like, I just need to like put my head down for like 2 months and focus on that. But now that we're through the half hour, I'm ready to kiss.
Go back to kissing.
So I don't know when this is getting posted, but guys, girls, theys.
Micah's available to kiss. Yeah.
These lips are ready. They're pursed.
I love that. I love recently, I can start a cult for this, starting a cult for making out in bars.
Yes.
I recently have explored the making out in bar space. I, as you know, grew up very religious and was always so anxious about I guess like any sort of public displays of affection at all, because I think I grew up around people like nobody's parents loved each other, like it was arranged marriages was the vibe, and so nobody's parents were like in love. I didn't see adults around me kissing other than like who my family and the church would call like sluts, like slutty people are kissing in public. And so I'm 25 now. It was not until this year that I like felt confident enough to kiss someone in a bar, and literally before I like knew we were on the date and it was heading in the direction of kissing, like we were doing the leg touching, we were doing the arm, classic woman touching arm, like good lesbian flirting, a little yeah, a little inner thigh, oh yeah,
inner thigh,
gay, we're like flirting in a way that I know is going to lead to something else later. I literally go to the bathroom and Google, is it illegal to kiss in bar? Is kiss in bar a crime?
Oh, Hannah.
I was so scared, but I did it. I Googled it and they said, not if you're being cool. Like, don't like fuck in the bar, obviously.
Oh, got it.
Obviously.
I thought it was like, yeah, if you're wearing sunglasses, it's fine.
But I was just like, what's the line for, like, if you're bartenders, can you hear me? Like, what's the line for if someone's doing too much in the bar? And that's what I was curious about, was like, what's, like, if I'm going to make out with this person in a bar. But it was like a gay club. Like, no one fucking cares.
Oh, come on.
I was scared.
Look, I also, I have the same, I need to be healed. I am terrified of PDA.
Yeah.
It's kind of for two reasons. One, I'm a people pleaser, and I'm afraid if I'm making out with someone in public, somebody else is going to see that and be like, oh, I'm lonely.
You don't want to make other people feel bad by how much fucking sex I'm having. I don't want them to feel embarrassed and stuff.
And be like, oh man, three-way kiss. I don't know.
That's so funny.
And then, yeah, I also just was raised in a family where there was no PDA. Like, and I've come from a very large Irish Catholic family, and it's not so much, I don't know if it's the Irish Catholic part, or it's just like, if you needed to make any kind of physical intimacy with your partner in public, it was seen as a sign of weakness.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The Irish fascinate me. There's a lot of Chicago Irish people, and it's so interesting. What I've noticed, my conclusions about the Irish folk, you can correct me if I'm wrong, have a wicked dark sense of humor, like crazy dark sense of humor, very stoic about all emotions, like don't talk about anything unless it's like the darkest shit you've ever heard as a joke. And it's fascinating, and I love it.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of that in the Chicago comedy scene.
Can't imagine being parented by that, but
my parents are very funny. I will say that. Yes, and they're good, compassionate people.
Yeah,
but I love when my mom's dark sense of humor slips through. And we had I think it's an Irish blessing that was my grandma had on her fridge, and we have it now, and it's something to the effect of, if something good happens, don't worry, something bad is just around the corner. Yes.
Love. The other shoe will drop soon. Be afraid.
Be afraid. What do you think of kissing your friends? What's your take on that?
I've kissed all my friends.
You've kissed all your, like, made out with all your friends?
Yeah.
And you had to Google, is it legal to kiss in a bar?
No, we've kissed, like, we have a lot of house parties in my friend group, and so like I've made out with people at house parties, and that's fine. But for some reason, being in a bar, I was really scared. I was just like, I also think I was just nervous because it was a first date, so I was like,
being nervous doesn't make me invent new laws in my head that are just like nuts.
I have a disorder situation that you wouldn't believe. I have some cognitive disorders that would blow your mind, Micah. Just kidding. It's OCD. It's just OCD.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Actually, that totally checks out.
My OCD usually manifests in me always feeling guilty about something at all times. So even though consciously I know that it was fine that I was kissing in a bar, I think I was just doing like an anxious behavior of like, I need to just double check that this is fine before I do it, or I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yes, kind of touching the stove before you leave the house kind of thing. Like, I just need to triple check.
But instead I do it with Reddit. Instead I go on reddit.com and ask it questions that it never answers in a nice way.
Reddit's never kind to you?
Reddit's not usually, no. It's just like, I've said this before, but on Reddit, you can find every single answer to any question you have, and you can find if I'm asking like headache symptoms, what does this mean? You can find someone that just feels a little weird that has a headache, and someone that has terminal cancer that has a headache, and my OCD will always find the terminal cancer one and be like, well, shit, gotta start writing my own eulogy. Like,
oh, you aren't already working on that in your notes app?
Do you write? Wait, I'm gonna admit to something that I might cut later. As an OCD kid, one of my like habits was I would like write eulogies for my friends. Talk about making out with your friends. I've written all their eulogies.
You're making the beginning and the end.
Because I thought that if I like prepared for the, like I thought like if I had a eulogy done, that it wouldn't. This is sad because I was a little girl, but I was like, it won't hurt as much if they die if I like already have the eulogy done.
That is so specific. But the thing is, like, I also have OCD.
Oh my God, really? There's so many comedians that have OCD.
I'm rocking with ADHD, OCD, bipolar. Yeah, I think those are my big three. Those are my
big three. I'm an ADHD sun, OCD moon. I'm a PMDD rising. Yeah. You're a bipolar rising. That's so fun.
Yeah, fun is a way to describe.
I'm really sorry that our brains are sick, but I think that's why we're so funny.
I do think, and we've got the Catholicism, we've got the gay.
The religion.
The religion, yes, that's right. I have Catholic flavor, you have
apostolic.
See, okay, wait, this is kind of funny, because now hearing from you about what apostolic is, I'm like, oh, that's intense. But I used to think it was kind of like the way asexual is kind of chill. I'm like, oh, apostolic, like the A of it, where it's like it's agnostic kind of flavor. Like I thought it was kind of like benign Christianity.
It's like 100. It's like probably 180 degrees opposite of that.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm getting that.
The one I grew up in is called the Apostolic Christian Church of America, and you know when America's in the name, it's really good. And it's just essentially the vibe is to live like the apostles did in the Bible. And so there were people that did like Bible diets, and women were arranged into marriages, and everyone had a ton of babies, and just a lot of like things that are very old, antiquated Old Testament Bible things that no one really follows anymore. The Apostolic Church thought were still really important parts of the Christian faith and would perpetrate those, I guess, ideals. And it was like a dying church when I was in it. They would lose youth in droves and be like, why are the kids leaving? And never make any changes. So maybe it'll be gone soon.
That's like those constitutional truthers. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It does sound like that. And going to the Catholic Church, we were starting to lose people. That's part of why my Catholic school closed, is because they're also losing people in the religion.
Yeah.
And I do remember the last time I went to Christmas Mass, they were giving away books at the end that were like, Catholicism is still cool. And yeah,
I think if you make a pamphlet about it, that's how you really solidify its significance to the youth. That's good.
It's so crazy to make a book, Catholicism is still cool. If you don't think it's cool, you're not picking up a book. You might pick up a pamphlet, but you're not picking up a book. And as we were leaving, they were like, yeah, and just like, if we can ask anything of you, just take the book, maybe take 2, give 1 to a friend. It's giving MLM.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was in tons of MLMs growing up. Did you have an MLM parent? Like Tupperware, Scentsy, Tastefully Simple, Creative Memory. She was in a lot of MLMs. I think the last I've heard about her, I might cut this for privacy, she sells weight loss supplements, like illegal weight loss supplements in an MLM. So that's fun.
Oh, I keep getting you get partnership messages. You get people
asking me if I want to sponsor Ozempic. Yeah, absolutely.
All of the time. It's all ChatGPT flavored.
It's AI and GLP-1s.
It's all AI and GLP-1s, yeah. I would love if any brands want to reach out to us, gay. Please give us
gay ones.
Give us frogs.
Give us frogs.
If there's like, there's an amphibian museum in Bushwick, I will do paid content for you. I'll do it.
Have you been to the Creation Museum?
Oh, I used to live in Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, so you know about her.
I was right on the cusp. And then I dated a girl who lived in Cincinnati, so I would drive like that. And I used to climb in Red River Gorge. So it's all kind of like in that area. But I really... Do you want to go? Should we go? Let's do a show. We're going to do a co-headlining tour at the Christian Museum.
I think that'd be so funny.
Yes.
If we at least like did a YouTube vlog of it or something.
I'm down.
I would have a blast.
Yeah.
Road trip? I think we should. I have another segment for you.
Oh, what you got?
It's called Forgive Me But, and it's my hot take segment.
Yeah.
Would you like to play?
Yes. Forgive me, but Christian music got some bangers. Got some bangers. You can't tell me you're not gonna like lose it to Switchfoot.
Yeah. What are your favorite songs?
Hoobastank and The Reason Is You. Switchfoot. I used to go to this Christian music festival, and it went bankrupt because they were like, "We're Christian. We're not going to charge you that much."
Yeah.
Turns out you got to charge that much.
That's
you have to if you're bringing out like headlining bands. So there would be. But it's like I want to be at the club and hearing "Our God is an Awesome God" with like an EDM backbeat.
Oh my God, we should do that.
We should do that.
We become DJs and we just do Christian remixes for gay people. Wait, we'd have so much fun.
Oh wait, we do.
Would you guys come to that?
Comedy show / Christian music DJ event? Have you watched Saved?
No, but people keep recommending it. Basically,
you gotta.
on my diary videos, I get like, "Is this just Saved?" Like I'm watching Saved right now, and I've never seen it. And
do you know about it?
I saw a trailer. I looked up a trailer for it after people. Is it Macaulay Culkin or something?
A 2004 independent film starring Mandy Moore, Macaulay Culkin, Jenna Malone.
Oh my God.
Yes, and the guy who was in Almost Famous as the journalist. I can't remember his name, but it's an incredible film. Girl tries to save her gay boyfriend by sleeping with him. She ends up getting pregnant. They're all in high school. Mandy Moore throws a Bible at somebody and says, "I am filled with Christ's love." It's got
so good.
I have a question. If you could go back and rewatch for the first time any movie in theaters, what would it be?
That's such a good question. I have a really weird relationship with movies because I wasn't allowed to watch them growing up.
There are so many facts about you that I'm learning for the first time.
I didn't join Crazy Church until I was like 8 or 9. So I had like 8 years of movies in there. Like I had like little kids movies that I'm aware of. Like I saw The Little Mermaid. But then it was from 2008 to 2019. It was nothing. So it's like an interesting. I watched Pitch Perfect for the first time. Incredible film.
Yes.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe at the end of my podcast, I'll start reviewing a movie I just watched for the first time. I think the people would like that. I had a really great time watching Bottoms in theaters.
Yes.
It's so good.
I love watching gay movies with gay people.
Yeah. What about you? What's your rewatch?
If I could go back, I would say probably, and here's the other thought. Well, because you're, okay. The Mummy Returns.
What is that?
It is a cinematic masterpiece that also is a bisexual awakening for many people.
Oh, huge. Okay.
Yes. Everyone in the cast is hot. And it was the first
Is that Brandon
movie. Yes.
Okay. What's his last name?
Excellent question.
The guy from The Whale.
I keep wanting to say Brandon Urie, but that's
I know who you're
Panic
talking
at the
about.
Disco.
Nope. I'll watch it.
Yes. Oh, we gotta have a movie night.
We should. I have a movie list like of things that people tell me to watch. So audience, if you have a if you have a movie to watch. Okay, so
do you have like a sin list of like things that you thought were sins when you were growing up and now you want to experience them for the first time?
I did. When I started college, I made my list of sins, and it was literally just like have sex with boy, have sex with girl, do drugs, drink alcohol. Like,
did you really call it your sin list?
I think I called it. It was on TikTok. Like I publicly did this. Like,
oh my God.
I don't even want to say it. It was called Hannah's Hotivities. And it was a list of all of the sins that a person could commit. And then I would like go do them and then post about it. But then I was like 19 at the time and my parents found my TikTok. So I deleted all of them. And it makes me so sad. I like really wish I still had access to those. Get a tattoo was on that list as well.
Did you get one?
Watch an R-rated movie. Yeah, I did. I have a ribcage tattoo right now.
Oh, that's the most painful place. You were like, I'm going all in.
It's so tiny. It's like a little tiny tattoo. It was a very sketchy tattoo shop, but I was 19 and it was $35. And I was like, this is fine. And I did not get a blood infection.
Huge.
So it all worked out fine.
Yes. Oh, I do. That is a joke I have about my queer tattoo is I have a tiny tattoo that says queer. I found out after the fact you don't need a tiny tattoo that says queer for people to know you're queer.
We love a little tiny tattoo.
If you have any tiny tattoo at all, they just know.
Yeah. I think my usual tells are like, for women specifically, is just like the amount of rings you have. I would say gay.
The exception to that I would say is having ADHD is like I've bought so many rings, I've lost every ring.
Me too. Oh my God. Hey Avery, if you're listening, stop listening to this. A couple friends got me rings for my birthday and like I wore them so much and it's just like they fall off my fingers or I like take them off and spin them on a table and I'm never gonna see them again. Next segment is called Confessional, and it's where I just ask you juicy questions. And you don't have to answer them if you don't want to. You can say, Hannah, I'm leaving. This sucks.
Okay.
Okay. So your current situation is that you're not a religious guy right now?
No.
Can I ask about your disillusionment with the church? Like how that
it was interesting.
Manifested for you?
I was so involved in the church when I was in high school. Again, going to church.
Two churches.
I was going to 2 different churches. So I was going twice a week. I was leading church retreats. I loved the music. and part of why I went to a Catholic university was so I could stay involved.
Yeah.
And it was just something where I showed up on campus day one, and I was just like, yeah, I don't think so. I was just like, oh, you know what was part of it? I went on a church retreat my freshman year, first semester, and then we did a prayer circle. We went around and did a prayer circle. And the kind of Catholic church I was raised in, to give them credit, like I grew up watching Saved all the time. So I was raised to, even though I was raised with in a time in the world where there was a lot of internalized homophobia, like you could not be a lesbian and have it be cool when I was growing up. There was no way. We had Ellen and we had Rosie. You could only be a middle-aged talk show host if you were a lesbian. That was it. And then, wait, I'm getting way off track. ADHD, so sorry about that. But so I went on a church retreat with people who were raised different kinds of Catholic.
Yeah.
And at the very end of the weekend, we went around and did a prayer circle, and it was like, you're supposed to pray for people that you think need to see the light of God. And one guy prayed for women who get abortions.
Yeah.
That they see that they're not supposed to do that and like turn back to God. And I was like, oh,
you're like, I didn't know we were Catholic like this.
Yeah. I don't know how that just like totally missed the liberal part of Chicago I was living in, but like that was it was always pro-choice where I was growing up. So that was when I kind of started to, that was definitely when I started to disengage with it.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. I think me just like meeting gay people for the first time was kind of when the snowball started for me. I'm meeting these people that I love and are clearly happy, loving people, and hearing all of the rhetoric about how they're like evil and bad and going to hell forever. It was not congruent to me. And that was kind of the beginning of like, oh, I think something's maybe not right here.
Yeah. The incongruency will do it.
Women and gay people are fine with me. You too.
Yeah.
We endorse them openly.
Keep doing that. And if you're a woman who becomes a man, that's cool too. Vice versa.
Slay
all day.
I was going to say about abortions. Let's talk about abortions. You grew up in a pro-choice area is really interesting to me. Yeah. I was like an abortion protester, which I talk about online.
Love that joke.
Thank you. But it is unfortunately based in truth. And I was like a child, like raising tons of money for these pro-life organizations. Have you heard of like they're like false clinics, like false abortion clinics?
No.
So
maybe.
It's all over the United States. They'll buy ad space on Google for like, if you type in abortion clinic near me, they will pop up. They'll have billboards that are like, are you pregnant? You have choices. They'll posture themselves as being an abortion clinic, but in reality, they are actually a quote crisis pregnancy center, which is like a front for the Christian church. And they'll have these like pamphlets that have a ton of misinformation about them, about abortion, and like they'll basically make you think that your baby is like a sentient 9-pound thing when you're newly pregnant. You know what I mean? Like they use these tactics that are not based in science. Like I think that women should be able to make informed decisions, but they basically take in women who are in a really tough spot and then feed them lots of misinformation and religious rhetoric. That's just like, if you're going through a situation that is tough, like any woman having to make that decision is a really hard decision. I just really don't fuck with any organization that's lying to them on purpose. Like if you have to make stuff up to prove your point, it's not a good point.
Yes, put that on record.
Clip that.
That is Bible to me.
But as a kid, I raised money for one of these pregnancy centers, and we would like protest things like Planned Parenthood. And so that was a really fascinating mind flip in recent years, was like, oh, that was a really damaging bad. That was a bad opinion I had.
Yeah, my church was much more like, I wouldn't always call it hippy dippy, but the Christian music festival that I went to that for 3 years, and then I went to Bonnaroo in 20 undisclosed. Yes, and my experience at Bonnaroo was like, oh, this is just like the Christian music festival, but instead of worshiping God, they worship drugs.
Yeah, at my first drag show, I remember leaving thinking this is how church is supposed to feel.
Yes. Oh, I just saw Muna. Are you familiar
yeah,
with
I know Muna.
Oh my God. Okay, so
I'm
I'm
going to sit on my lesbian couch and ask
times.
if I know Muna.
You asked me if I know the Lord. I just saw Muna, their new album, masterpiece.
So good.
So my friend went and saw the show, who is a non-binary lesbian Christian.
Muna's perfect audience.
Muna's
Fascinating
perfect audience. And so they saw the show the night before me, and I said, what'd you think?
Yeah.
And we both have seen Muna a good amount. They said it was a religious experience. And I'm thinking like, okay, you're saying that because you go to the church, and that's just an easy analogy for you. I went the next night also with them. Oh my God. It reminded me of worship music in a way, just the way they would build and pull in the audience, and it just the light show. It was incredible. It's such a work. Everyone who is a lesbian or queer should see this show. Straight people, I love you so much. I'm going to ask you to stay home. Tickets are limited.
That's why I love, like, I know this is classic lesbian, but Lucy Dacus's music has that like religious acoustic feel to it that's just like, I feel like I'm listening to a hot worship leader sing to me, you know what I mean?
I naturally was listening on my way here.
Absolutely. I was kind of talking about changing my mind about abortion earlier.
Oh, yeah.
My next confessional question is, what's something that you used to believe that you don't anymore? It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be religion specifically.
Okay. Also, do people ever tell you remind them of Lucy Dacus?
Yes.
I loved her take. That was like, sometimes you need to wear the dangly earring to become...
Unlocked Culturistas?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Let's do a fun one really quick.
Yeah.
Ideal last meal.
Okay. Can I be at a diner surrounded by my friends? I don't really care what I'm eating. That
beautiful.
was so fun when we did that the other night.
We went to Hollywood Grill, and as a person with celiac experience, they had... usually I go into a diner and I get really anxious because they cook everything on the same, you know what I mean? Like, just as a person with allergies, I usually go in and I'm like, I can't eat anything, and that's fine. I'm gonna like be here with my friends, and it's not a big deal. But the waitress was so nice and precautious about my allergies, and like my food came out later than everyone because they like cleaned everything and like made everything on different material. Like, it was so thoughtful. As a diner, I just never have that experience, and so I got to have gluten-free pancakes at like a midnight diner, which is not an experience I've had before as a celiac person.
That's because it was 11 p.m. We were like the only people there, and that's so thoughtful. That
was lovely.
My second time at that diner.
And the friends were good too, but mostly I'm remembering the pancakes.
I'm someone who gets really anxious when I like mix and mingle friends together. Like a surprise party, my sister and I have talked about this, is socially our worst nightmare, because a social party or a surprise party thrown for you that somebody is thinking like, oh, I'm gonna take the time and they're gonna love this. And if I walk into a room and I see 4 different friend groups in the same space, and I didn't get to prime each of them to be like, hey, so you're going to meet Hannah. Here's what you need to know about Hannah. Here are ways in which I think you might be compatible. Because so funny. Are you a people pleaser?
Yeah. Micah.
Yeah. Yes.
Micah.
Come on. So I'm a people pleaser, and I'm like, I want everybody to have a good time. This is kind of fantasy, but like, it is different groups of people, but they're all really hitting it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's just and so people leave and they're like, I made a new best friend tonight.
I've been to a couple weddings like recently, and not all of them have been good, but there was one specifically. This is a classic thing that happens to gay people, where there's a gay table. Have you experienced this?
Wait. Okay, wait. Do your thing.
I was at a coworker's wedding. There is a coworker table at this wedding, by the way. Like 9 of my coworkers are sitting at a table. I don't get put at that table. I get put at the gay table with my friend's gay uncle, her like gay cousin, like a gay couple of the groom's friends, and I'm sitting at this table with them like, why am I not sitting with my coworkers? This is so weird. And we're at the gay table, and I had the time of my life. I had I hate to say it, but she was right. Like her seating chart was masterful, and it's my dream to host a party like that where a bunch of new people meet each other and they just hit it off so well.
That's so exactly. I went to a wedding, and one of them asked my friend Max, because of course, is it okay? Do you think it's okay to make a trans table? And Max was like, I insist.
No, you have to.
You have to. So everyone was talking about, like, all the comics there were like, did you get seated at the trans table? Because then there were like, cis so far. Mm-hmm. People who were like, why am I not at the trans table? You know, like, I wanted to be at the trans. I hang out with all the.
And so, why are all my friends trans? This is weird.
I think we've got a couple they thems coming out of the woodwork as a result of just not being seated at the trans table, and that's why, you know, it's what isn't there an analogy that's like, always make sure there's like room at the table, like bringing people to the table. I think that if you're going to make a gay table or a trans table at a wedding or some kind of function, just have one empty chair and see who shows up.
Table for the people that you think could be gay. do a they go, why are we all here together? And you basically, my dream wedding, put everyone at tables, have to have them figure out why they're at a table together. Like they have to figure out the thread between themselves.
It's like a game of Clue.
Some of them have the same astrology sign. Some of them are all trans. Some of them are on They Watch, in my personal opinion, and they have to deduce that. I think that'd be fun.
If they are all figuring out each other's signs, that's got to be somewhere on the letters spectrum.
I think I'm
thinking the bees.
I think that actually would be such a fun party. I might do that. Like have people. Don't you think that'd be fun? Like you have to, because you have to talk so much to figure out like why. Like what you all have in common.
We are brainstorming so many fun social affairs.
I think
today.
we should start hosting gay gatherings all across the country.
Yeah. Do you have New York plans? Are you coming?
Yeah, I go once every like 3 to 4 months ish. So probably soon. I know.
Okay, keep me posted.
I will.
Yes.
We'll hang out. We can go to the bush.
We will. We're going to the bush.
Yeah, big bush girl.
Bushing out.
Was Bush the No Child Left Behind guy?
Oh, you're right. But this is a lesbian bar.
I know. I just wanted to clarify about the presidential history of the United States.
Oh, well, it's actually alluding to the fact that it is in the heart of Bushwick. So.
Oh, really? That's a really cute play on words. I like that a lot. Oh my God! Wait, to live in a place with Bush in the name is probably the gayest thing in the world. What's the demographic of Bushwick? Is it like mostly lesbians?
What I say is, you can't throw a rock in Bushwick without committing a hate crime. Even if on accident.
I got asked this for the first time last week, and it's my favorite question. Ooh. What is your favorite stereotype about your group of queer people, like your identity people? So like trans people or bi people, or what are your favorite stereotypes?
Okay, really fun. Oh, well, obviously that bi people are wiggly. Yes, I can't. That
you can't sit normal.
I went on a date with a girl. And we were there for maybe an hour where she said, "You approach a chair like a personal challenge." I was not in that stool in the same way for any 10 minutes. I posted, my mom is very supportive on Instagram.
That's
she
amazing.
Replies to everything, even if I don't want her to. But I can't block her because she'll know.
Yeah.
I posted on my Instagram stories, I passed by a little store and it said Boston Tops. And so I posted that and said, calling all Boston Tops. I have a show tonight. You should come. Ticket link. And my mom said, excellent promotion, Micah.
No.
Yes. And so when I posted, somebody posted the picture of me sitting in a chair and said I was unaware we were having like a chair sitting contest, but Micah won, like in a challenging way. And I said, live every day like it's Bisexual Visibility Day. And my mom responded, oh, you have been since you were a child.
You've been sitting weird and bisexual the whole time I've known you.
Did
you do bi first?
Oh, sorry. I had a lesbian layover for quite a few years, but then testosterone did the thing that it does to a lot of us, which is it just...
I've heard about that from my friends. It's fascinating.
It is quite...
Makes you have to be bi.
It does that. You just wake up one day and you have the affliction.
Did you start with bi?
I started with bi. I did the initial.
That's fun that you found your way back to yourself. I think that's beautiful. I think I'm in a weird place where I started with bi and now I'm feeling like lesbian is correct, but just like gender's not real. I'm at a place where it's like I don't know, like a lesbian, but in the way that like I wouldn't date a cis man, if that makes sense. Like that's
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gender is real for me when somebody uses a they pronoun for me, and then I'm like, like
I am a boy.
Him.
Yeah. You say it like that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I'm a he him.
My friend Sunny, also trans woman, I mentioned her earlier. So the further we've gotten into our transitions, the more we've gotten comfortable presenting as we used to, kind of. So so now I'll femme it up.
You said boys in skirts. Are you doing boy in skirt? Love.
I'm doing boys in skirts and go-go boots.
Happy Pride.
The last girl I went on a date with, she was like, I was like, I thought you were just lesbian. She said, I thought you were just gay guy. And I was like, where did you get just gay guy from? Was it because I used to be like Sniffy's Twink of Staff? And she said, no, it's because the last time I saw you was at Fire Island wearing a Speedo and go-go boots. And I'm like,
and you fit right in there, brother.
That'll do it. Yeah.
I've heard tell of Fire Island. I've heard lore.
We don't have enough time.
Okay.
We don't have enough time.
When Micah Eames returns,
yes,
we'll hear more about that.
Oh, favorite stereotypes. So it's that bi people can't sit in a chair correctly. And then what would it be about trans people? What stereotypes? We should be banned from sports. I don't want to play them. I don't want to play them. Uno, I'll get into it.
You seem like a strategy games guy.
I do consider Uno to be strategic.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't want to do the games where I have to read. No.
You're not playing D&D?
No,
Have you played?
I'm defying that stereotype.
This is a deep cut. Have you played Wingspan?
No. I don't know
Yeah,
what
me
that
either. That
is.
sucks. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing. Who would ever do that?
That's so stupid. My favorite lesbian stereotype is that we're all really good with our hands. No, just that we're all really good blue collar workers. Like that I can like change a tire or kill a bug. I feel so powerful as a woman when people just assume I can do manual labor for them. It's like it's so hot and good.
It is. That's definitely like what's your type?
I'm looking at Matthew because I have a recent. Oh, I don't want to call it a bender, but like my last few women I've been with have all looked and acted exactly the same. I would say neurodivergent, they lesbians.
Is it for the autism aspect of it? Is it also having one specific kind of interest that they're locking in on, or just the general neurodivergence ambiance?
I love people being passionate about something is so sexy.
Yes.
And I think that in our current era, a lot of people spend time on their phones and everyone has really similar interests. So conversation can get kind of boring because everyone's kind of ingesting the same stuff. But I tend to be drawn to people that are really passionate about something specific. And that tends to be people within the neurodivergent space. Can you tell the people where to find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's spelled Micah Eames, but it's pronounced Ames as in aims to please. That was me aiming like a bow and arrow kind of thing.
For the audio listeners at home.
So yes, I believe my Instagram probably will be spelled out.
I'll put it in the description.
Comments, but I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Threads, and I'm hopefully going on tour in the fall. So
Yay!
I'm hoping to come to a city near you. Sign up for my mailing list at my link in bio.
Thank you for coming to my couch. I appreciate you. Bye.
Love you. Text me when you get home safe.